welcome back to Focus on You, where we talk about the youth greatness, where we showcase the youth greatness, where we also let you know that we have people here talking about the greatness, knowing the greatness, and actually walking out their greatness. So today, guys, I'm excited. Can't you tell? Look at his face. I'm excited. I'm super excited because when I asked this young man to be on the show, I wasn't certain what he was going to say, but I'm so grateful that he said yes. Well, duh, he's here. So welcome to the show, Nian
Peterson.
Nian. It's Nian. I knew he was going to correct me. That's why I said it slowly, Nian. So it's Nian, A-N.
Yeah, A-N.
A-N. Wow, I got it now. I will never make that mistake again. Okay, so I'm really happy that you actually said yes to being on the show, because I mean, for the first time I met you, I talked about our first conversation was about your greatness, and that was the first thing I actually saw was your drumming. Mm-hmm. When I told you that God showed me that you had something great to offer, I didn't know what that thing was. Of course.
That was like a month and a half ago, and I even though we haven't had a lot of altercations interactions with each other, I would say that you probably would have forgotten about that, because you're a person that from what I know, prophets normally have a lot of visions on a daily, so things can kind of get lost in the mind, all that.
You're special to me. What do you mean? I'm not gonna forget that. I remember that very much so, and I don't ever forget it. As a matter of fact, sometimes when I look across and see you playing the drums, sometimes it will come back to my heart, or sometimes maybe I'm home and it will just like come to my thoughts. And yes, you are correct. I do get numerous visions. I'm very busy, but no, I met you and I saw this young man. I will never forget the first day actually when I met you. I came to church, and you were kind of like seated behind me. You guys were guests at that time.
Yeah, for sure.
And so I kind of like was looking for something. I don't remember what, but I saw this. I was like, no, this is a new person. So hi.
she gave me the queen.
I was like, hi.
She gave me that queen wave.
So that made you feel uncomfortable or cool?
Not uncomfortable, because at this point in time we're new to the country.
Yeah.
So in that sense, we were used to it.
Yeah.
People, being like, hi, you're new, or what I'm saying, like you're doing the waves and So it wasn't really odd or weird.
Yeah.
It was more like, okay, she's a knowledge of me, and when I looked and saw you on the big screen, I'm like, oh, that's actually the first lady. Okay.
Yes. And you were expecting me just to be like
I'm
very stiff, like
not stiff, but I mean like you would look at me, you probably give me a little smile. But
I smiled, yes, of course. I smiled.
You give me like a little smile, but the whole way when I saw, I was like, oh, okay.
That's funny.
Okay.
That's so funny. Anyway, today is not about me. Today is about you. You were the star on the show. So today is about you. So there's a song that the Lord gave me a while back when He told me to start this channel. Mm-hmm. And I'm hoping that you would have watched some of the programs on Focus on You.
Some of it, not all of it, but some, at least some to get familiar with what I'm getting into.
That's right. See, I love that. So there's a song and it goes, I'm going to shine, he's going to shine, you're going to shine, we're going to shine, shine, shine. That's your part. Let's do this again for his sake. I'm going to shine, he's going to shine, we're going to shine, shine, shine. See, he's got a little jiggy to it. I love that. You gotta do that again. I'm going to shine, he's going to shine, we're going to
shine, shine, shine.
Yeah. I love it. Listen, guys, we're having fun today because Nian came with his jiggy, shine, shine, shine. I'm gonna copy that. Roger that. Shine, shine, shine. Yeah. So I want to talk to you, Nian, today. Well, did I introduce you even? Yes, I did.
Yeah, you did.
Of course I did. And Nian, I'm so excited about your drumming because. Yes, you spoke to me about your drumming, and I remember, and you're going to be like, do you remember that conversation? Yes, I remember that conversation where you were saying, oh, but my drumming, what is going to make my drumming more special than anyone else drumming? There's so many drummers. Mm-hmm. What did I say to you?
Well, you told me, I'm going to paraphrase, right?
Yes.
Because, like I said,
the sake of the video.
Because, a lot of things, but you basically told me, like, it doesn't matter at that point. Yeah. Like, it's not a matter of what's in me now, it's what can be brought out to me later on.
Yeah. Yeah, wonderfully said. And so even when you first started with the drums and even where you are now, isn't it a big difference?
Definitely. Well, for one, at that point, it was like 3 years since I actually was consistently drumming and being behind the whole set. So in that sense, you know, the rust, for sure. So I can definitely see, you know, that the ring rust kind of came off of me a little bit. But also, since I had to, you know, constantly evolve to make things a lot more entertaining, and you know, have a little bit of a groove going and not just the same thing over and over again, I can definitely see that I've improved over the
time. Yes, no, he has improved. I mean, not that you started bad, but I like what you said. A little rust when we don't, like anything else, like you, like me, like any one of us, when we have a gift or have anything, we don't use it for a while, it gets a little dusty, a little rusty, like Nian's word, dusty, rusty, all of that. But over the last 4, 5, 6 weeks, I noticed a big change. You even have your own little groove. So now I know when it is Jacinta? I know when it's Jacinta's that's playing, I know when it's Pastor Sean that's playing, I know when it's names are playing, and I also know when it's Rafi that's playing. You all have your own unique thing, which is part of what I told you, that you are still going to play it uniquely to you because that's what God made you unique. So it's going to come out as you're going to put your special on it. And so I love that. How do you feel sometimes when I would say to you, okay, let's hear the drums?
All right. In that right there, sometimes I'm ready for it because I'm anticipating, okay, the move of God probably going to happen at any moment. I got to be ready. And sometimes I'm like, it's probably like a one-off thing, you know? So days I'll be ready for it and I'll be kind of, you know, feeling it. Some days, like, I don't know if you guys watched last Sunday, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was good. It was lit. And so so sometimes I look across and say, let's get the drum. I mean, you like the times when obviously you're not ready, you're like, they cut you like, so then you would get into it. But then immediately when you almost like perceive it's gonna come from my mouth, you're like perked up and like, so it's always so awesome. How did you get into drumming? I mean, how did you even know it was a gift?
That's a long story.
Oh wow.
But
make it just enough time for this video. Small enough.
Just enough time. Just enough time. So ever since I was a little kid, out the womb, I've been involved in instruments. My dad was a heavy instrumentist. He was a keyboardist. So ever since I was little, I was always infatuated with like instruments. And over the years, I kind of find my way to all different types of instruments that was available to me, piano, guitar, bass, just kind of thing like that, percussions. And then I found my way to drums through my uncle. So at that point, I just remember one Sunday, he was drumming real. I'm talking like he was drumming, and I was not focused on what was happening on the stage, I was focusing on the drums the entire time.
Wow.
So I was like, oh, the drums kind of look cool, I want to try it. And then at that particular moment in time, there was a workshop, I guess you could call it, for young people to go ahead and train different instruments from this Jamaican guy, right? So I went and I started playing the drums, and immediately at the first day it was like, oh, you actually can play drums really well. Do you practice? I'm like, that's the first time I've actually beaten drums. Wow. So from then on, I've just been in and out of the drums and all that kind of stuff, because I wasn't, like I said, I was good, but I wasn't the best, right?
Right.
So even though I was playing the drums, even now I'll look back and I'll be like, you know what, I wasn't the best, you know?
Right.
But at the same time,
you know you had something.
I had something, which is why even though I wasn't on the drums all the time, I had like percussions. I don't know if you don't know what that is, but like bongos and stuff like that. So like back home there's a taboo like this.
Yes, I love that too.
That's basically what I've been on majority of my life. So most of that is, you probably can hear it translate into most of my drumming. But that, and along with the original drums, from very young, that's kind of how I was.
But you see, I didn't know that part. But normally, when I hear you play, I know there's a difference. So what you did is that you were able to take your kind of like your skill set from playing the other instrument and transition it into the drums.
Basically, yeah.
Basically, because I always hear something different with yours, and my spirit will always be kind of like in tune to it. Like, what's that difference with his drumming? Like I can literally hear it. So sometimes I will even look up or look across to try to pick up what is it that I just heard. Yeah, so no, so that's really good. But you said something, but I didn't know that you actually played all these other instruments.
Not a lot.
Mm-hmm.
The keyboard I can kind of get around because it's based off ear basically. So and the keys are laid out for you. It's not a matter of the guitar where you have to find the perfect spot with your fingers. On the keyboard, it's laid out for you, so I can kind of get around that. Kind of guitar, I haven't touched a guitar in a while.
Oh, wow.
I used to practice a lot. I had an acoustic guitar when I was young, so that and the keyboard, I'm a little bit familiar with it.
Yes, that's really good. That's very impressive, actually. So you think that this gift was from your dad's side? Well, we know that your mom obviously is an amazing worship leader, so yes. But I mean, does she play instruments as well, or that's
my mom kind of played instruments to save her life.
Don't worry, me either. But I love the drums, and actually, I remember sometime last year before the pandemic, I was actually one of those persons supposed to learn the drums.
You want to learn the drums?
Yes, I love the drums. You don't understand.
I know you love the drums, but I mean, I wouldn't think you'd be so in love with it that you want to learn.
Yes, I want to learn. I want to learn. It's my favorite. I don't know, the drums. The drums, that's something for me. I love the drums. So yeah, anybody that knows me know I love the drums. I hear the drums and I move. The drums light up everything. So yeah, if the drums are not part of the instruments that's being played, it's like something is missing.
You're right.
Yeah, something is missing. So the drums now is like the spice for everything.
More like the groove. Like,
the spice,
it gives a groove to the song. The keyboard and the guitar, they give it that the atmosphere, I guess we say.
Yeah.
And then the drums kind of give you something to dance to.
The drums give that rhythm, like, and you hear it in your joints, and all of a sudden because when you could just like sit back, relax, chill, and listen to the keyboard, sit back, chillax, and stuff like that, listen to the guitar and stuff. But when you hear the drums, there's no sitting back and relaxing. Your bones start to feel like they're coming off and moving in different directions, and you just want to move. So I love the drums, but that's really good. What are some of the other things? Like, for example, I know that you are currently at university. This is where?
This is in Canada, so Centennial College in Canada. I'm currently studying to be architectural technology. So that's kind of where I'm in right now.
I've got an impressive young man here myself. I'm feeling very proud today. I'm feeling so proud. Wow. That's amazing. So where do you see yourself with that? Where do you see yourself going with that?
Architecture, for sure, being able to do my own house, for sure.
Yeah. I was thinking mine too.
That's always something I've always wanted to do. Even before I got into it, it's something just being able to build my own house.
Yes.
Like how I want it.
Yes. Do you have an idea of that?
Idea of that? 2-story, not too flashy.
Yeah.
Nice little front lawn, you know what I'm saying? You can take little pictures on it if you want to.
Yes.
Driveway.
He's got it down pat. Take pictures on it if you want to. I love it.
Like, I don't have to go around to find someone to take a picture. I have a whole front yard for that.
Yes, and you can stage it however you want.
Yeah.
So I love that. Sure. That's amazing. I never knew that. So I'm learning all these amazing, wonderful things about you that is like seriously breathtaking. So I love that. I'm enjoying this video with you. What are some of the other things that you're into outside of music?
Outside of music?
Yeah.
Technology? No, not a lot of people will know me on this, obviously, but those who do know me would know that I'm a heavy tech geek. Right? I'm somebody who is constantly either on a phone, on a laptop, anything to do with technology.
Oh wow.
And when I'm not in school or not passing my free time doing whatever I'm doing, most times I'm probably looking at the latest stuff to come up with technology, anything to improve.
Tech guy too.
As well. Like, and photography as well.
Yes, I love photography. So yeah.
Photography is something I really want to get into. Like not get into, but like get serious about. So I'm good with it. If you give me that camera, like the one right there right now, I can probably do a little something.
He's saying, give me my baby camera. I'm joking.
I can probably do something with it. I can definitely have a bit of idea of what to do with that. Editing with photos, videos, all that kind of stuff.
Wow. So you never know, you're going to be one of the persons editing the Nina Air Show videos, Take It by Force videos, and focus on your videos. We looking for editors all now. because I'm editing all my videos and it is a lot of work. So
it can become
very. I actually really enjoy all the gifts that God has given to you. But when you were younger, did you acknowledge that you had gotten all these gifts from God, or you just thought, I'm just good at this. I'm just good at that.
To be honest with you, when I found out I was good at it, it was kind of, I won't say too late, but I was already away from it for a while. Because growing up, I didn't really have the confidence to do much. I was always that kid in the corner, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I was.
That is so hard to believe.
So I didn't have a lot of confidence growing up. I was always the guy getting picked on and kind of stuff. So I didn't really think that what I was good at, I was good at it, I guess you could say.
So you think that being alone in your corner kind of helped give you a little bit more direction and focus? Because sometimes, here's the thing that how we can flip this. Remember we had this conversation prior, so this is the positive I see in that. Is that, yes, obviously nobody wants to be alone, but being alone will give you this time, span, space, focus, discipline, to kind of like harness your gifts and develop them and growing them and become good at them. Whereby another person now, say for example, they were like so popular and in every crowd and doing all these things, some of the things that they really should be focused on, they will be not focused on those things. So that's the positive in this, because I mean, you were saying that you were rusty at the drums, and if you hear him play the drums, which you're going to hear him play the drums, you are good at the drums. You're going to show me some of your work, of course. I'm going to get to see some of his work, yes. Because I know once he's doing this, he must have some graphics somewhere that he would have done.
I have quite a few stockpiled from old stuff from way back, like 2018, 2019.
Wow, that's really good. So when are you expecting then to finish up your university, your degree?
My university degree takes 3 years. So my first year, I will start my first year this January. So 3 years from now.
You still have some time. That 3 years is gonna fly fast, by the way. When I was in university, listen, when I started, I was like, oh my God, it seems so long. And the time flew by. The time flew by.
That's what's happening now.
Yes.
That's what's happening now.
Yes. The time just went like this and flew by. As a matter of fact, I was supposed to be finishing 4 years and I finished in less. Because I was taking all the winter classes.
Oh, like
I studied at Brooklyn College.
Like the extracurricular classes?
I was taking all winter, summer, everything.
You sacrifice a lot of your time?
Yes.
You sacrifice a lot of your time?
I sacrificed a lot of time because literally the 4 years had seemed like a long time to me. And because I did it overseas, it was not every summer I could return home. It was not every Christmas I could return home. So I utilized that time, So that's really good. I'm so happy that you came on the Focus on You show. So what are some encouraging words that you would say to persons who sometimes can be a loner for whatever reason? How can they utilize that time while being alone?
Alone?
Yeah, like a loner, like how you said that you were one of those kids who were like kind of like more shy. I don't see a problem with a kid being shy, by the way.
It's not so much a bad thing to be shy. It's a bad thing to show that you're shy in this generation. I guess. Like you gotta try your best to hide that. You know, because some people will see that and take advantage of it.
Good point.
And in that sense, it will kind of lead you on to a different path where you don't want to be, a different mindset, because you know, life can lead you anywhere your mind takes it. At least that's why I believe in anyway. Like, so long as you think that that's where you're gonna go, and that's what, because that person said that or that person said this, your mind's gonna immediately make your body go, okay, you know what? You can't do this, you can't do that. You gotta be like this all the time. You know, like, so my advice, you know, keep it to yourself. For sure. Anytime alone that you find that you're just jittery, you know, because every human being gets jittery, even when you're shy or confident.
It is true.
So
guilty.
So use that time, whether you're feeling jittery, to really do things that you enjoy doing, that you feel like you can improve on, or whether you can, you know, use that and utilize that to better yourself or anyone around you even. You know, be prayed up, keep prayed up, keep God first in anything you do, for sure, because this was messing up, even for us shy people out here, all my shy people guys. We shy and we see everything, so we see the world messed up. So keep prayed up, keep God in your life, and if you feel like you're alone or you feel like you're just a 1 in a million chance, be cool with that.
Yeah.
Be okay with being the 1 in a million chance that you're gonna make it out of this, so you're gonna be that. Because trust me, I'm the 1 in a million chance, right? I'm the 1 in a million chance. If this show was more focused on past experiences and not just my gifts, you will know that I'm the 1 in a million chance.
Yes.
And for a while that was so bothering, but it's okay to be that. It's okay to be that. It's okay.
But talk to me a little bit about that. About why you are 1 in a million chance. I want to know. People want to know. This is young people show, so they want to know. Maybe you're speaking to the heart of somebody right now who that's their feeling. That's where they are.
Alright, so I'm the guy who got bullied for something that wasn't his fault.
Yeah.
Right? Like I said, so my dad passed away when I was 7 years old. Okay.
I don't want to but yeah.
It's been 13 years, but thank you. It's been 13 years.
Yes.
You know, so dad passed away when I was 7 years old.
Yeah.
And my dad was my everything, right? My dad was my friend, guidance, you know, my diary,
Wow.
anything I want him to be, he will be that.
Wow.
So when he passed away, you know, that kind of left everything for a loop, because I could have lived without anybody in my life and have my dad.
Yeah.
So when he passed away, things kind of took a turn for the worse, and I'm kind of confused as to where I'm going to go, because all the time I was like, so long as I got my dad, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make it. He's not there anymore. What can I do?
Wow.
And in that sense, people kind of saw that and took advantage of that, because I was only taught to be kind, not to fight for myself.
Right.
So to be kind, genuine, forgiving, not to be like sturdy and firm and planted.
Yeah.
So I was kind of taken advantage of for a very, very long time, and being accused of things that wasn't really my fault, because, long story short, my say the least. So I was kind of getting heat for that all the time, even growing up. And that led all the way into high school, and high school was kind of the turning point, even though at that point in time I was trying to keep my focus on God and give my life to Christ at 12.
Wow.
13,
That's
12.
young. That's really good.
Really young, but even now I'll look back at it and go, did I make the right decision? Not to be a Christian, but to be like, you know, give my life at that time.
Yes.
Because during that time, puberty and all that kind of stuff, combined with all this bullying and constant nitpicking and isolation, you kind of, like I said, when you're shy, it leads you on. Your brain will lead you on to do things that you don't want to do, or in a pathway that wasn't intended. So, for me, when I gave my life to Christ, and at that point in time, I was still getting bullied, I was still thinking that, yo, this ain't gonna work. This ain't it. You know what I'm saying? Like, reading the Bible in class and everybody picking on me for that, it ain't cool. You know what I'm saying? So
what was the turning point for you that you become, you know, this person?
Turning point. It wasn't until, honestly, till I came here.
Well, here as in Barbados?
Barbados, for sure.
Wow.
When I left back in 2017, 2018, I was unsure. Even coming here, I was unsure. At first, I was like, I didn't want to go to Barbados. I'm cool being in Dominica. I was good here.
Yes.
Because I knew people here, not friends with people, but I knew people here. I knew I'm gonna go. I knew that's where I can maneuver around Dominica very well.
Yes.
But going to Barbados, even coming here and accepting that, okay, I have to come here. You know, I was like, you know, it ain't gonna work.
Yeah.
And then I guess the toughness of the people, of Asians, kind of.
You getting it raw from the youth,
kind of whip me in the ship a little bit.
Wow.
Because for what I think, when I think I'm actually, you know, I'm good, I'm not really a softie, I guess, some people say. You know, Asians are on a different level, so I kind of had to get into that mode that, you know, that this is this level that I have to be. I have to be this firm, this
planted. Wow. So that's amazing.
Over time, always, you know, that instantaneous thing. Over time, you know, it kind of developed into that. And right now, I'm still shy. I'm still shy. Keep that in mind. I'm still shy. I'm talking to a camera right now because I know there's another person. And there's another person right there. I'm still shy.
But you know well, so that's good.
But I'm knowledged and educated enough to where I'm confident to do things and say things, because at the end of the day, is for myself.
That's right. That's right.
So sure.
Yeah. No, that's amazing. Thank you so much for sharing that. It's always good when we can go back to a place where we were, because we never know who's currently at that state. So you had so many people just now by saying that, and so I'm really grateful that you shared that with us. When you said that the place here where we are is tough, I can give you just a brief synopsis of when I went to study in New York. And my first experience there with the people, I thought, oh my God, how am I going to make it? You say that this here stuff, they're like 50 or 100 times tougher.
I know, I have some friends there. So
right? I was like surprised. It caught me off guard. I was like, how am I going to make it? But I did, because as you said, it toughened me up. It caused me to not feel like, oh, somebody says something, you have to speak up, because that's what they tell you, speak up. So you know, when you're in the classrooms, you know, you will just sit here, the professor will be like, call your name again, and you think to yourself, well, I just said that I'm here, but they will want you to actually scream it, because the other kids are screaming here. So I like that you say that, because there's certain situations that can definitely, you know, make us become more tough, and as you said, I like your word, planted. Yeah, so
a little, I guess, quote I can give you.
Yeah.
You know Gordon Ramsay, right?
Yeah.
So like Gordon Ramsay, so the more you push, the thicker your skin. The thicker your skin, the farther you go.
Wow, I love that.
So
I'm gonna write it out for you.
yeah, yeah.
I'm so happy that you came. I'm serious. This is so good. I'm so happy that you came. I'm so happy that you shared.
For sure.
So how do you feel now that you share all of that stuff? Great.
I guess satisfied.
Yeah.
Satisfied.
I love that word. Satisfied.
Satisfied.
I love that word. Well, guys, here you have it. Nian just shared with you his life story at this point. Okay, he shared his greatness, he shared his gifts, and he also shared his struggles, past struggles, that is. And he also said, I'm still shy, guys, but I'm working on it, and I'm not going to allow the shyness in me to prevent me from doing the great things that God has put in me for you and for me. Because listen, when he played those drums, it's for me. I know it's for everybody else, but it's for me. I'm holding it for myself.
I'm more than enough.
So thank you so much, Nian, for sharing. Thank you so much for being part of the Focus on You.
Glad to be here.
Thank you so much. So guys, that's it for today. We know for sure that you've learned something. We know that for sure. So if you did, comment below and let me know. But also, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And also, you too can be part of the Focus on You. Bye.
What's up, world? It's Nian, and today I'm going to be playing All Out Rise. Hope you enjoy it.